get started, welcome to tonight's Wednesday webinar. My name is Carrie, and I am a Student Success Advisor Curriculum Specialist at ICANN. Tonight's Wednesday webinar is all about earning college credit in high school. So tonight we will review exactly what that is and the different ways that students can earn college credit while in high school. So to start off, we're just going to make sure that we're all on the same page with what exactly earning college credit is in high school. So this is taking courses while in high school that have the potential to earn college credit. All states participate in college credit in high school programs. From here on out in the presentation, I will be referring to those as CCHS, so college credit in high schools. These are typically governed by the Department of Education for each respective state. There are multiple different ways to earn college credits while in high school. And so we are going to talk about the 5 that you see on the screen here in front of you. So we're going to talk about exactly what advanced placement courses are, college level examination program, or the CLEP, International Baccalaureate, dual enrollment, and summer programs. So to start off with, advanced placement or AP courses. These are courses that are offered in the high school, usually taught by high school teachers, and can be in many different subjects. Typically, you will find these in English classes, history, Spanish, some math classes as well, and there are some science in there as well. These courses prepare students for college level coursework. They are typically standardized throughout the nation. So if you're taking the exact same AP, literature and composition in one state, you can go to another state, and it would be the exact same course. These are governed by, or they're offered through College Board. You earn college credit by taking and passing what is called an AP test. These are often taken in place of required courses while in high school. So for example, if your high school offers AP US History and US History, and that is a requirement in high school, you may be able to take the AP US History class for that requirement instead of just the regular US History course. These courses are typically free for students to take. However, you do have to pay for the AP tests in order to get that college credit. And these AP tests are taken at the end of the course. Many AP courses are typically an entire academic year long, and you will then take an AP test, usually in April or May of your school year. And the colleges determine if you earn college credit or not. So with AP courses, you are not guaranteed college credits, and you will take the test, you will earn a score on that. In order to get the college credits, you will need to take that AP test score to the college that you end up going to, and they will determine if that score is an acceptable score for their university. And if it is, they will then determine how many credits the student earns for that course. Typically, it might be a 3-credit course or a 4-credit course that they earn credits for. And then they will determine how those credits transfer. So colleges have, elective or general ed type courses, but then they have very specific major courses as well. So they might decide that it is a direct transfer. You took AP Lit and Comp. That is a direct transfer maybe for their English 101 that they have their freshman level. Or they can say, we will take those credits, but it's not going to do a direct transfer for that English class. You get that as a general elective course. Again, AP courses are offered or are provided through College Board. And so if you would like more information about AP courses and the AP tests, you can go to College Board's website to learn more, and that is ap.collegeboard.org. So next, there's the college level examination program, or the CLEP exam. These are exams students take in various introductory courses. So this is not a course that students take. This is a test that students can elect to take in various introductory courses. There are 34 different subject area tests available, or exams available. And students do have to pay to take a CLEP exam. Any student can take a CLEP exam. They can say, you know what, I think I have enough knowledge in a certain subject area and take the exam. If you believe that you can score high enough in a specific subject area, you can go and talk to either the college or, again, College Board is the one who provides these, and look at how to take these tests and where these are offered. Sometimes, for example, you might see students take a CLEP exam because they might be fluent in a foreign language, and so they can potentially use that to CLEP out of or exam out of certain courses, or they might have taken a lot of exploratory courses while in high school that ended up not being for college credit, but they were at that college level. And so instead of having to retake that course, they can elect to take a CLEP exam to see if they can CLEP out of that introductory course. Again, this is mostly for those introductory level courses, not those advanced level courses. And students receive the credit, again, if they receive a passing score on these examinations. College credits from CLEPs are accepted at over 2,000, almost 3,000 schools, so 2,900 colleges and universities throughout the country. So that does mean there may be some colleges and universities that do not offer college credits through the CLEP exam and program. So it is important that you do your research at the colleges you want to go to see if they do offer or accept those CLEP exam college credits. So then there's an International Baccalaureate programs, also referred to as IB programs. These are programs that schools offer directly in their high school. They are courses that are taken through this program can count towards college credit. And you earn these credits, again, through a IB test after the course. You can earn a certificate of passing, and then this can be taken to the college, similar to those AP tests, and they can decide how to award that credit. And if the school potentially offers a full IB program, so you might be attending or could potentially attend what is referred to as an IB school. These IB schools will then, you can graduate with an IB diploma. And this is signifying that you have the ability to earn college credits in all of your courses, that all of your courses, since you're in an IB program school, are at that college level. Again, you will need to check with the college to see if you can earn those college credits through an IB program. You can go directly to International Baccalaureate's program website at www.ibo.org. And then there is dual enrollment or concurrent enrollment courses. And for many schools and districts, this is a very common occurrence that you will see. AP courses and dual enrollment courses are probably the top two common ways that students can earn college credits while in high school, and potentially maybe the most utilized. Dual enrollment, or also known, depending on where you're at, as concurrent enrollment courses, is when you enroll in college courses while in high school. These are considered dual enrollment because you are getting high school and college credits simultaneously. Now, this does impact your GPA in high school, since it is counting for high school credits, and it is impacting your college GPA as well. So when you do take these dual enrollment courses, that is one thing that you want to keep in mind, is that your GPA is being counted for both at the high school level and at the college level. When you take dual enrollment or concurrent enrollment classes, these are usually classes through your local community college that you are taking. And most of the time, they're going to be in the general education courses that the community college has to offer. Passing these courses in this program means that you've already earned the college credits through that community college. So these are more guaranteed college credits, since if you pass the course, you are guaranteed college credits at that community college where you took the courses. These community college credits can transfer to four-year institutions. Many states have what are called transfer agreements with their community colleges, meaning that if a student earned community college credits through that community college, that university, that four-year university will transfer those community college credits within their state. Some out-of-state colleges may or may not accept other states' community college credits. But when working within a state, most of the times your public universities and colleges will accept college credits that are offered from that you earned from a community college. It is up to the student to make sure those credits transfer, just like it's up to the student to make sure that they take that AP exam test score or that IB certificate to the college to ask for college credit. It is up to the student to make sure that they request their community college transcript and have it sent to the four-year college or university that they are looking to take. It is important if you're wanting to take dual enrollment courses to check with your high school to see if they participate in the dual enrollment program. And if they do, what courses you can take while enrolled in that program and how you can access those courses. Next, there are summer courses and summer programs and courses. These are courses that are offered through the high school or college where students can take and earn these college credits during the summer months. These are very similar to dual enrollment courses where you earn the credit upon successfully passing the course. You are taking that course directly through the college wherever you are taking the summer course or program through. You do have the ability to transfer these courses to another institution, just like your dual enrollment courses as well. The added benefit of some of these courses is that you have the opportunity to feel what college might be like. Some of these programs are right on the college campus, and so you can potentially attend that college, that campus every day for classes and really get a feel for what campus is like. Many of the times with those dual enrollment courses, you will find that you are taking them in your high school. They might be offered right inside your high school building, or you might be taking them online. There are some instances where you will be taking dual enrollment courses and going to that college or that community college to take the course and sitting in a class, but it's not guaranteed that way. But with these summer courses, since your high school is not in session, you are taking these courses through that community college or college, and you're either attending that community college or you're taking them online. With these summer programs, you usually need to apply directly to the college to enroll in them. Many times you will apply directly to college, but you will also work with your high school to make sure that they can transfer back to your high school if that's what you're seeking as well. When you're working in those dual enrollment programs, like I mentioned, you do have to work with that high school counselor because they will be the ones that will be kind of monitoring or showing you the process and how to enroll, since frequently with those, you start at the high school to get enrolled in those dual enrollment programs. So what are the benefits of enrolling in these various programs while in high school? Well, the very first one would be that you can complete your general education credits early. So when you go off to college, every major has their general ed or liberal arts courses that you have to take. By enrolling in these various college credit programs, you can be earning your credits to some of those gen ed courses. Frequently, you will not be earning any credit to your actual major, but you can potentially knock out some of those gen ed courses that you have to take your freshman or sophomore year of college in order to access your major courses. So for example, many colleges have a required English type class. And so whether it's English 101, Composition 101, or just Composition 1 and 2, that can be considered a gen ed course. And so if you enroll in that course while in high school or a similar course, you could potentially finish those credits. And that means less work for you to have to do once you get to college. And because of that, you might then be able to graduate college early. If you have enough credits to be at a sophomore standing in college, upon completion of your dual enrollment classes or any form of college credit classes, that's one less year that you might have to spend paying money to attend college. And it also provides you a leg up if you are double majoring. So some students who take college credits while in high school, they might still attend college for 4 years, but instead of just earning one degree, they might be able to double major and earn two bachelor's degrees or major in two different programs during their 4 years there, since they had less time that had to be spent on some of those gen ed courses. And not to mention that you can potentially save money while or on college by taking advantage of some of these programs. All of these programs are free for high school students to participate in. So if they are earning these college credits while in high school, those are less college credits that they or the family have to pay for once they attend college, especially if they transfer to the universities that they need to go to. So how do you qualify to be part of these programs? It sounds great. So how do you qualify? Well, each school is different in their requirements to participate in college credits. So it is very, very important to work with your high school counselor and your school administration to see what the qualifications are at your local high school to determine if you are eligible to partake in these various programs. Some common qualifications that you might run into is being a certain age. Sometimes college credits have an age requirement. Some schools have programs like a construction program or a certified nurse assistant, a CNA program. Some of those programs might require an age for students to be able to go into those work sites. So for example, that CNA program, students need to be at the age of 16 in order to go and work in the facilities that they need to earn that CNA certification. And so, you have to be 16 in order to enroll in that type of dual enrollment program. Some have minimum GPA qualifications. Colleges, since these are college classes, especially if you're taking direct college credits through a dual enrollment program or a summer program, you may find that you have to have a minimum GPA. Because they are instant college credits and offered through your community college, you have to uphold the standards for that college. If that college has a GPA requirement, then you as the high school student also must maintain and have that GPA requirement to participate in these programs. You might also find that there are prerequisite courses. Again, especially if you are taking direct college credits through dual enrollment or those summer programs, they are the community college courses. You are a community college student at the same time that you are that high school student, so you must meet the community college's requirements. If you are trying to take, for example, a human biology class, but at the college level, in order to take human biology, you must first take an intro to biology type class or biology 101. You will still have that same requirement to take human biology. So if you wanted to take human biology, you must first at some point take the college's bio 101. And then that following semester, that following year, you could potentially take that human biology class. If you are taking some of the AP courses or some of the courses that are guaranteed high school credit, but you have to take tests to determine if you are going to get the college credit, your high school might have some prerequisite courses that are required for some of those advanced AP courses as well. You might have to have certain placement test scores in order to qualify to take dual enrollment courses. Again, whatever the community college's requirements are, you will have to satisfy those. So if the community college requires you to take an ACT test, or if they require you to have a placement score, for example, the ALEX or the AccuPlacer, or potentially maybe the Compass test, if they have those placement tests, you will have to also take those placement tests. Some high schools might have some placement tests or state test requirements. So you might have to take and pass your state testing scores each year or one of the years in order to be eligible to take some of these dual enroll or any of the college credits while in high school courses. You might have to come across some parent or school administrator approval to be enrolled in the program. And again, those college admission standards. So whatever that college admission standard is, you as a student will have to you will have to meet those as well. So that could, besides what I've already listed, you might also have an application that you have to fill out and be admitted into that college or that university for where you're trying to take those dual enroll classes. So again, who should take college credits? College credits are free, but that doesn't mean it's for every student while in high school. Those college credits are college credits. So that means that they are at a higher rigor and curriculum than the traditional high school program. Some students aren't yet prepared for that work. So those that are successful with the rigor of these various college credit and high school program courses are students who have a strong academic background. They have great, excellent attendance. They attend school daily. They have successfully completed courses with typically a GPA of at least a 2.5 or higher to demonstrate that successful completion of courses. And they complete all their work and assignments on time. So when they're given that homework, they are doing that homework. Or given that practice, they are doing that practice. And they're turning that work in on time or maybe even before. Many of these students who are successful in these programs are self-motivators. They devote many hours outside of class to studying and coursework. Again, these are potentially direct college credit classes, so you are going to have more outside of class time than you would in a traditional high school class. The typical saying is for 1 hour in the classroom at a college level, you are spending at least 2 hours or more outside of the class doing your own work. Depending on the type of program you are in, you might be sitting there for a 50-minute class period with that professor, and then they are expecting you to go home and read that entire chapter and do a paper by the next class, which is in 2 days. So it is important that these are self-motivating students who are willing to read the work, even if it's not necessarily assigned in the textbook, that they are reading the work and prepared for those classes. These are students that take that responsibility for their learning and their success. Again, they are the ones that are those self-motivators. They are doing everything they can. They're not just showing up to class and expecting to pass the class. They are taking responsibility, doing the extra studying, doing the practice, or any of the additional resources that the professor is providing to them. And most of all, they can manage their time with their academic, with their work, extracurriculars, and any other commitments they have. These students will be taking high school courses as well as these college courses. And we all know that high school students are involved with many sports a lot of the times, or extracurriculars in terms of any clubs or organizations, bands, choirs, school plays. So it's important that they are able to manage their time and with all of that work. You know, a traditional college student is taking 4 classes at a time, meeting 3 times a week for 50 minutes, or, but a high school student, they are still going to be enrolled in classes from, that 8 to 3 time or 8:30 to 3:30 time, whichever your school follows, and taking these college classes on top of some of those other classes. So they are in school for a lot more hours of the day, along with all those other activities. So just some, cautionary tales or some other things to consider before fully going into taking these college credit classes. The course rigor. Again, not all students are ready for a higher level of course materials, which is perfectly okay to not take these college credits while in high school. Each individual student is different, and so it's important that they take the courses that are perfect for them. Just because they don't take these college credit in high school does not mean that they are set up to be on a different track or cannot get to where they want later on. They will still be on a great track. If they are not ready for these higher level courses and take them, this can potentially lead to frustration for the student because they're taking more and handling more than what they can handle. It could potentially lead to poor performance. Since it is above where the student is currently at, they might start struggling in the course, and then they could potentially not perform as well. And it might even mean dropping the course. When student performance is low in college classes or they drop in college classes, again, if these are direct college credits, that can have impact on their ability to take classes in the future. So again, course performance, we'll get a little more into that. If they do not perform at a satisfactory level, this could lead to no credits being earned. the inability to take additional courses in the future, or having to retake courses. Each community college will operate differently when they are talking about college credits. Some community colleges, you can earn a D and that course and it count for your credits. Others, you must earn a C in order for it to count as those college credits. So even if it counts, let's just say a D, even if that D counts as high school credit, it may or may not count as college credit. And so you may or may not have satisfactorily passed that course for that community college. And if you do that, if you don't satisfactorily pass that and it's a course that you need to take, then you could potentially have to retake that course again. Or you might, if you have so many courses that you are not performing at satisfactorily, the college may restrict you or put you on an academic probation and not let you take more courses in the future until you can demonstrate better performance and you'll be on that academic probation. Again, I do want to remind you that with these course performances, these are counting, especially if you're taking those dual enrollment courses where you are taking those direct college courses. Not only are they impacting your high school GPA, but they are impacting that college GPA. And so that college GPA will go with you wherever you go. When you transfer or when you start attending college, even at a four-year institution, that will be transferring with you and going with you. So you don't want to start that college GPA at a lower level because that could potentially put you onto something like academic probation because you do have a lower performing GPA. And then failing the classes. If students fail these courses, it can lead to being ineligible at the high school and the college for sports and academics. Just like you have athletic eligibility at the high school when you have to pass your courses in order to be maintained eligible, or if you're not, you are ineligible and you have to serve a period of time not participating in that sport. You will have that same thing with these college level courses as well. If you are taking those dual enroll courses, it's not only then going to impact your ability at the high school level, but it will also impact your ability at the college level, which can potentially have a bigger impact on some students later down the road. Another one is too many college credits. Some four-year institutions may limit how many credits you can earn or transfer in. And so this is important that you know ahead of time where you are looking at. If you are looking at attending a four-year institution and not the community college that you are attending or where you're earning your credits, it is important to communicate and look into the four-year institution's rules on credit transfers. In terms of AP credit transfers, how many AP credits will they transfer in? How many community college credits they will transfer in, if they have a limit on that. And so it is going to impact how many you should take or can take. They, at colleges, your institutions, again, like I mentioned earlier, they're going to let you take those gen ed courses, but your degree courses are usually going to have to be taken through that institution directly. You more than likely will not be able to transfer some of your major courses into that institution through these college credit and high school programs. So it is always important to make sure that you check with the college to see if you are taking the right courses as well. One course at one community college may or may not transfer the same way as a different course to a different four-year institution. So it's always important that you are making sure that what you are taking will transfer and how it will transfer, or if it's going to be lost credits for you. And then there's also potential for loss of scholarships. If you take too many CCHS courses, you might enter college as a sophomore, which means you might have less college to take later, but it could potentially mean that you are missing out on scholarships that are available to freshmen only, to students that have lower credits than you. And since you are coming in at a higher standing, you might miss out on some of those scholarship opportunities. So again, it's just something to look into so that you're aware of it, that, that might not have an impact on you, but just so you know that if you prefer to have more of those college classes taken care of than some of the scholarships, then that is perfectly fine, but it's just one thing to be aware of. So another one, again, GPA, I mentioned it a few different times, but your GPA will begin with your first college credit course. Your GPA and your grades go with you when you transfer those schools. And again, if you have too low of a GPA through those college courses, that you might have an impact for admissions or your major program or school of study that you prefer to get into. Because if they have a GPA requirement and your college transcripts already is not meeting that GPA requirement, then they will not potentially let you in, or they will put you on academic probation. It is a lot harder to try to raise your GPA once it's lower. So it is important that right off the bat, if you're taking direct college classes, then you will need to make sure you are performing at a high standard to maintain a strong GPA. I did mention this a little bit ago, I should have waited, but taking the wrong course. So again, not all colleges are equal and some might transfer. They might transfer as attended or for the right course or credit, or they might not. So an example, a science course may transfer in as elective, and you will have to retake the science course with higher rigor at the college you select. So you might have taken, for example, let's say human biology, science course, and it is through your community college. But at the four-year institution you're looking at transferring to, or the other community college you're looking at transferring to, human biology is not the same course for them. And so it is not a direct science transfer. And so it is going to transfer in as an elective since they don't have that course or the equivalent, or it does not meet their standards. So it'll come in as elective. But if you're still required to take a science course in that area at your new college, you will have to take that course again through them or a different course. And so if you were hoping it cut out one of your general electives because you really didn't like that, just make sure that you are taking the right course for the end college that you want to get into. So how to prepare? Again, just because they're free doesn't mean it is right for everyone. Assess what type of student you are. Do you have those qualities or indicators of a successful student? So again, being a self-motivator, having those strong academic background, taking responsibility for your own learning, and managing your time. Do you have those qualities and indicators? Do you know, or make sure you know your intended major and your desired school. Knowing this will help greatly in determining what college credits and high school programs you should be involved in and what courses you should take. So research to determine if they will allow or accept any of these types of credits, and if so, which courses and how many. Again, many colleges, because college credit in high school is across the nation, many colleges will have resources right on their website. If you cannot find it on their website, just calling admissions and asking them if they have any transfer agreements and how credits will transfer. Again, they will do this for all dual enrollment courses, those that are the direct community college credits. However, if you are looking at out of state, they may or may not have those transfer agreements with an out-of-state college, so they may not be able to tell you if they will accept any credits, and you may have to wait until you are an admitted college student down the road, since that is not something they're going to do unless you're an admitted student. And for those AP courses or those exams, they can't guarantee you any of those credits. So again, that's something you're going to have to wait for down the road. But those dual enrollment where it's guaranteed community college credits, if you're looking at transferring to a four-year institution in your state, they will all have those agreements with the community colleges. So you can look right up on their website. Again, if you can't find it on their website, contacting the admissions, and they can probably point you to the direction you need to go to say, okay, what courses at this community college transfer to that four-year institution and how will they transfer? And then always, it is always best to work with your high school counselor to determine the best plan of action. Your high school counselor is your go-to source for many of these programs, as they will know exactly what courses or what programs will best fit for you and your plan in terms of what college you're potentially looking at, what major you're looking at, and what career field you're looking at. So always start with that high school counselor, and they can start pointing you in those right directions and putting together a great plan with you for your future. So that is the end of my presentation tonight. So thank you so much for joining. We do have, again, other on the screen in front of you is some places to find additional information about college credits in high school. I'm going to tell you, check with that high school counselor first and foremost, as they will have the information directly about what's available in your high school and how to access those resources. If you want more information about AP courses, you can go to College Board's website, as well as CLEP tests and exams. If you want more information about IB programs, again, that is something that your school will already be designated as or enrolled in the program, as that is a whole school thing. But you can learn more about those on their website at ibo.org. And if you would like, you can also reach out to your local community college, as they have, if they offer those programs with your high school, they will let you know as well where you can find some of that information and what courses they have to offer. You can also check with your state Department of Education, as frequently these CCHS courses or these programs, especially those dual enrollment programs, are manned or managed by the state departments of education. So you can definitely look into your Department of Education to see what they have, if there's any governing offices there that have any policies in place regarding these programs. We do have that chat feature and the comment feature enabled. So if you do have any last questions here, please feel free to drop them in the chat. But again, I hope you have a great night, and I will stick around for a couple of minutes if there's any questions that come through. Otherwise, have a great night, and we will see you on another Wednesday webinar.